some believe that alien abductions are nothing more than the hallucinations of a madman, there are those who swear by the existence of such notions, believing it to be one of the greater mysteries of life. Either way, this marvel is as ingrained in the history of the Earth as is the existence of the world itself. Many infamous cases have resulted in producing a myriad of best-selling books, movies and above all, recognition. One such curious case was the Antonio Villas Boas Abduction, which took place in the 1950s in Brazil. A farmer reported witnessing a very illuminating light landing on his farm for several nights in a row, until one night, it took him while leaving behind traces of alien experimentation evidence. The purpose of the abduction, as reported by the farmer, was to impregnate an alien female, which later produced symptoms of nausea, headaches, appetite loss and bruising. This resulted in a great wave among believers and skeptics alike. Another case that caught the fancy of many and actually made history was the Barney and Betty Hill abduction case. A couple, while driving home from Montreal, Canada one September night in 1961 claimed that a bright light suddenly streamed from the sky onto the road. As the light approached them, they witnessed creatures with bipedal humanoid structures gazing out of the spacecraft. Although the couple couldn't recollect what happened in the next 2 hours, evidence of alien abduction was visible from their damaged clothes and shoes. This actually resulted in a wave of fame for the couple, making Betty the first UFO hunter of the nation. The Betty Andreasson Luca abduction was a case that convinced many of the reality of alien abduction. In the late 1960s, few years after the Hills case, a woman residing in Ashburnham, Massachusetts claimed to have been the victim of alien abduction. She gave nerve-wracking details about the whole experience, about how the aliens immobilized her whole family in order to capture her and experiment on her. A foreign object was inserted in her skull, which enabled the aliens to communicate with her through the mind. She was told that all this was to prepare for a planetary revelation of some sort. Even when she was examined under hypnosis, she still stood by her story. The Allagash Waterway Abduction case took place in 1976, in northern Maine. 4 men claimed to have gone through the same abduction experience. A luminous UFO with alternating colors swooped down and beamed up the 4 men while they were fishing in the canoe. They were unable to remember what happened when they woke up several hours later, but they began to have terrible nightmares. Although the purpose of the abduction was never found out, it was confirmed through hypnosis that the abductors were indeed aliens. A strange case that has fascinated many is the Kirsan Ilyumzhinov Abduction case. In 1997, a very high-ranking official of Russia, former head of the region of Kalmykia, claimed to have been abducted by a semi-transparent half-tube type spacecraft in which there were humanoid beings wearing yellow spacesuits. The strange part about this abduction was that it didn't involve any experimentation. Rather, the official reported it to be more of a meeting of interplanetary minds. So, whether alien abductions are real or not, one thing is for sure: do not ever go toward a bright light, else you may have your own story of alien abduction to tell. If you survive it, that is.